On the business desk at this hour, we continue to mark Savings Month, and this time around we look at retirement savings. Many households are faced with tough economic times, but the basics of ensuring one's financial security can't be ignored. We are joined now by Belinda Sullivan from Alexforbes. Belinda, welcome, and let's start here about the unstable economy in South Africa. How important is it then to start saving for retirement? Because for quite some time we've been labelled in South Africa as not having enough to retire.
So definitely, to me, basically what we see is only 6% of our population are able to retire financially independent. And for us, starting as early as possible to save for your retirement is really the best way to secure financial freedom in retirement. I think, over the last 2 years, we experienced a lot of uncertainty with the global pandemic, and that has had an impact on our savings and also our perception of, what should we be doing over the short term. I think the important thing for those out there who are saving for their retirement is to have a long-term plan and to not be panicked by what we see happening in the short term and to really stick to that plan. Importantly, to Ms. Sunny, is getting advice, and that is critical for individuals out there to make sure that options are available to them, that their needs are appropriate for what they are looking for out of their long-term retirement planning.
Belinda, what models then exist to assist in the practicality of saving for retirement in these current times, because tailor-made solutions are indeed needed?
That's right, Tumisang. At the moment, most employees save through their workplace. So in other words, they employer to provide appropriate solutions for them. And that's where we find our occupational pension and provident funds. And most of the people that we know build up their biggest asset for retirement in those vehicles. There's also tax incentives for individuals to save through a retirement fund. So in other words, while I'm putting money away, I'm also benefiting on a monthly basis from some tax relief. I get up to 20.5% of my taxable income, and that is capped then at 350,000 Rand per year. So it is a good benefit for individuals saving. While I can build up my long-term savings, I'm also getting that monthly relief on the money that I'm putting away. Many retirement funds offer individuals the opportunity to make additional voluntary contributions to retirement. So it means that I can put in extra money towards my retirement. And the benefit of that is I still get to enjoy additional tax incentives up to the limits that are set, while making that extra buck really work for me. And the reason for that is generally most funds do not charge any additional administration fees on that extra money that you put in your retirement fund. So every extra rand that you put into that fund and save for your retirement is allocated towards your retirement investment. Now, some funds also have additional contribution categories, and it's best to chat and understand what options your retirement fund offers you. Some individuals look to retirement annuities to build up their savings as well, outside of the funds provided by their employer, or for those individuals that are perhaps self-employed or look for another way to complement their retirement savings. They look to retirement annuity vehicles to help them with that. And they also enjoy the tax incentives around that. In addition, there are tax-free savings funds that also help complement saving for your retirement, but the objective here is the long-term savings. So making sure that you keep that money that you save for your retirement, especially if you're changing from one job to the next.
I'm glad that you stress that long-term view when it comes to such, building such a portfolio. How important is it then to start as early as one can? Because the mindset shift has to happen, especially on the side of thinking that, oh, well, I'm still young, I can still get a bit of mileage without saving.
Definitely, and I think the you only live once, or YOLO, when you get to 65 and you don't have enough money, I think the reality sets in. It is critical for people to start saving as early as possible. And, there's a huge benefit to it because we have, compound interest. So as you save, the more money you save and put away, you earn interest on interest. And that really benefits you over the long term. So trying to time the market or to start later, you lose that ability to be able to build on that compounding interest over time. And I think also, many people wake up late and it's perhaps a little too late. But I still want to encourage those that perhaps haven't started early to really focus on it and make sure that they can build up their savings over time and commit to it. One of the things I've learned is that, you get your salary at the end of the month, and if you've learned to live without part of it, it's easier as you get older and you move into your future to continue to put a little bit extra away every time, and you learn to live without it. So you learn to save first and spend what is left, rather than this perception of, I'm going to spend, I'm going to cover everything I want and then live off the saving. And then maybe, perhaps if there's something over, I'm going to save that. We need to change the mindset that save first and then you can enjoy what's left of that money. To do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's to travel or to buy something nice or just, actually have a good spoil by going out for dinner. But starting early really develops that culture of saving. And I think that's critical when you're young and having the mindset that I must put something away every single month so that I will have something when I'm older. And aside from that, also sticking to that long-term plan again, coming to that long-term plan by keeping that money for retirement. So not accessing it and using it for perhaps to go on that holiday, but rather keeping it for your long-term plan. Again, coming back to how important it is, especially if you're young, to get hold of a financial planner and start setting your long-term goals and objectives so that you can meet what you're looking for out of your specific life and journey on the way to retirement, so that you can have emergency savings that are set separately from your long-term retirement savings as well, to cover you for the short term, as well as to make sure that you have that good package of benefit at the end of your working life.
We'll leave it on that note. Belinda Sullivan from Alexforbes talking to us this morning about saving for retirement as we continue to mark Savings Month.